and welcome to Midnight Readings. Today we'll be reading Pinkie's Magic Punching Shell of Pain, written by Noor Diplum. No way! Rainbow snorted. You need your eyes checked. Twilight frowned. If you tilt your head and squint, it does so look like a reverse double helix. I'm pretty sure you made most of those words up, the Pegasus replied, chuckling. Also, you stink at cloud watching. She flicked Twilight's muzzle with her tail. I guess I still have a lot to learn, the alicorn agreed. Twilight smiled, laying back onto the grass. It was nice to have a day off from royal duties, to spend with her friends. It reminded her of when she was still on her quest to make them. You're doing just fine, Twilight. Fluttershy patted her leg. Dash, don't be so hard on her. Twilight runs a kingdom now. See, that one looks like a fish, Dash said, pointing with her hoof, ignoring Shy entirely. Twilight blinked. Oh, yes, I see how it bears a similarity. Rainbow sighed. You want to take another round over the field? Let the poor dear rest. We've been flying all afternoon, Fluttershy interjected softly. Maybe a bit. My wings are still sore, Twilight answered, grimacing a little. You are getting better, Rainbow conceded. For an egghead. Twilight grinned. Oh, great, Rainbow waved as Pinkie bounced through the gently waving grass towards them. Here comes trouble. You guys have to try this, Pinkie Pie exclaimed. Each time a hoof touched the ground, it sprang back up. The effect was dizzying. Pinkie, you're gonna give me whiplash if you don't quit with the bouncing, Rainbow sighed, getting up and reaching out to steady the bouncing pink pony with a hoof. Try what, Pinkie? Twilight asked. Pinkie thrust a smooth, white conchial shell into the lavender alicorn's face. This! She squealed before snatching it back. A seashell? Rainbow asked, eyebrows arched, sounding utterly unimpressed. Oh, that poor homeless sea creature, Fluttershy murmured, shrinking back. A magical she-shell, Pinkie corrected, admonishing Dash with a of her other hoof. The blue Pegasus rolled her eyes. Yeah, sure, whatever. What's so magical about it? Dash sneered. Fluttershy's ear twitched, and she raised an eyebrow, peering in the shell's direction. You can hear the ocean! Pinkie Pie giggled, holding it to her ear. Twilight laughed, shaking her head. Oh, Pinkie, that doesn't make it magic. You can do that with any seashell. It's just the air moving within the shell's cavity and reverberating against the drum of your inner ear. Pinkie, Fluttershy began, raising a few inches off the ground, her wings beating slowly and silently. Give me that, Rainbow said, grabbing it. She pressed it to her ear, frowning. I don't hear waves, just some lame whoosh sound that's... Ouch! Dash jerked the shell away from her ear as fast as she could, peering into it suspiciously. What the hey? What happened? Twilight asked, concerned. Fluttershy lowered her ears and cowered behind the alicorn. Something... It hurt! Dash exclaimed, rubbing her ear fiercely with her hoof. Pinkie, what's with this stupid thing? She held it out as far from her body as she was physically able, lest it assault her again. I think... Fluttershy tried, tentatively reaching for the shell. Twilight lifted it from Rainbow's hooves with her magic before Shy could pick it up, the light pink aura giving the shell an enchanting glow. She turned it every which way, upside down, left, right, staring at it from close up and far away, attempting to decipher its mysteries. "Where did you get this, Pinkie?" Excuse me?" The yellow Pegasus tried again. "My uncle's, nephew's, sister's, cousin's, brother's, father's wife," she gushed, hopping from hoof to hoof. Rainbow blinked, rubbing her ear. "Yeah, never heard of that beach." "She didn't ask what beach," Pinkie Pie retorted, blowing the Pegasus a rather juicy raspberry. "You big meanie, she asked where I got it." Rainbow Dash sighed and wiped spittle from her muzzle. "She did answer the question in the most literal way possible," Twilight agreed, "as I did not specify a location." "Ugh, you encourage her," Dash groaned, throwing her hoofs up in the air. Pinkie beamed. "That shell," Fluttershy tried again, extending a hoof. Twilight frowned and lowered her ear. Slowly, bringing the shell to the other, she relaxed a little. "I can hear the sound, Rainbow. I think you just got your fur in a—" "Ah!" Twilight ripped her head away from the shell, leaving it hovering mid-air. "That hurt, didn't it?" Rainbow smirked, hoof still to her ear. Twilight nodded, the eye on the side of her injured ear watering. Rainbow turned and kicked at the shell with her hind legs. Pinkie caught it. "You're gonna crack it!" she admonished. "You take that evil thing back. Magic shell, yeah, right," Dash grumbled. Fluttershy simply shook her head and sighed. Pinkie stood in the field dumbfounded, watching as Twilight and the two Pegasi took to the skies, circling for a moment before going their separate ways. "I guess it's just you and me," she said finally to the shell, sitting on the grass with a sigh. She looked down the smooth white surface, turning it over, resting her cheek in one hoof. "I don't understand," she said sadly. Two tiny eye stalks poked out of the crevice, followed by one large claw. "Why do they have to be so crabby?" And that was the end of Pinkie's Magic Pinching Shell by Nora Deeplum. Huh? What was that? The scooter's gone. But no one comes this deep in the forest. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for whoever's coming this way. I do not want to be found. Anyway, see y'all next week. Stay brony!